the challenge of organizing charging across 1,600 kilometers of Nairobi to Addis, most marginalized part of the country, both in Kenya and Ethiopia, with very little infrastructure. The idea of getting a convoy was going to be pretty ambitious, so I just prevailed to them. Just start, even if you get one car, it's going to be an achievement. Probably next day we'll get a few more cars.
It was purely just electric vehicles, no support system, a bunch of crazy people. We'll see you in Addis.
If you had to describe this journey in one word, what would it be?
Record-breaking.
Why?
Nobody has ever done it before.
We got to Nanyuki, and the first things we needed to figure out were the different kinds of chargers that fit on the vehicles. Not every car has a standardized charger.
I was surprised that there was a whole convoy of 2 double cabs, 2 motorbikes, and a truck, which, by the way, made all the difference because of the chargers and the cargo and everything.
Showing how different vehicle types can actually make it, that have different charging requirements. Two-wheelers are so different from trucks, from buses. All of these vehicles can actually move borders.
It was great to meet the young people at Brainstar Academy, and they were so excited to learn about EVs. A huge crowd gathered around us in Marsabit. They were super curious about the EVs. The motorbikes did surprisingly well with the crosswinds on the way to the border.
To the private sector and anybody else who will be interested in installing the charging stations, they should be able to learn that for sure. The network is there, both the Kenyan side by Kenya Power and also the Ethiopia side by EEU.
2 countries actually talk to each other about energy. Sitting back and just seeing one country tell another country, oh, let's do this, and this country telling that country, let's do that, and it worked, was absolutely fabulous.
Finally in Ethiopia, after a troubled night at the border, and the drive to the next stop in Yebalo would be our first full night drive. As we continued through the beautiful Ethiopian countryside, the day ended with a welcoming heavy rain right before our destination in Dilla.
As this trip has shown, the trucks can be able to handle the roads. The infrastructure is technically there. We just need to upgrade it and make it usable and functional for the next wave.
If the private companies work with the governments and truly build a public-private partnership where the infrastructure can be rolled out on scale, battery swapping infrastructure for motorbikes, fast chargers for 4-wheelers and trucks along the highways, then that really ensures that the total cost of logistics is going to be orders of magnitude lower.
We are so grateful that the police escorted us for the last stretch into Adama. Finally, we were able to rest a bit before our Ethiopian brothers and sisters came to meet us with a whole convoy of EVs at the Adama wind farm.
how can we use those beautiful cars which come into the country when we go to Bishoftu, when we go to Amhara? How can we charge our cars there?
The government needs to facilitate the charging spots where to install them.
If we're able to cooperate, we can make a miracle on ground. Next year, we'll make the bigger one. That corridor will be an example for others.
What this story has done is showcase that this route is something that is feasible, it's something that should be actualized.
No one remembers when the first ICE vehicle crossed between Nairobi and Addis, but we have marked this moment that for the first time, it's happened, and it's happened all electric.
It shows people that electric is no longer limited. Those mental barriers we have of electric can't go very far, electric is too expensive, that's no longer the case.
Wow, it's been quite the experience traveling through the breathtaking landscapes, fully electric no less. It makes us want to explore more and pulls the future into sharper focus. They say seeing is believing, and the electric highways and trade corridors are ripe for development across the continent as we continue to build this story of the future.
So if we were to do the trip from Addis to Nairobi, I believe the convoy would be much bigger because they have more vehicles. In a year or so, it will just keep getting better, and hopefully we'll reduce the number of days from 6 to 4 to 2 even, so that you can do the same time that an engine vehicle would be able to do. That is our turning point.